Unlawful sex is sex with one either than your wife or your husband, right? Sex outside the confines of marriage. Sex is powerful. Sex is what? Eish. Sex was not the creation of man. Sex was the creation of God. It's God who created it. And everything God created was good. So sex is what? Good. You see, in this our generation, we have cheapened sex. We have made sex to be like a handshake. Give me a high five. You have had sex. You see, sex is a covenant. Sex is what? The moment you have sex with somebody, I've shown you, is marriage. So you are walking there and you have covenant with 17 people. You have had a covenant by that act. And do you know that covenants are cut, or covenants are made on altars? You can't have a covenant in a vacuum. It must be on an altar. Covenants are cut on an altar. So every sex act must be done on an altar. Whether you know it or not, it's an altar. Whether you are aware or you are not aware, you cannot have sex minus an altar. If in Greek the word altar is sacrifice, could it mean that anytime you are having sex, could it mean that you were sacrificing something on the altar? Every time you have an act with that Kwamina, you had one with Yao, you had one with Tumu, you had one with all this, you were offering sacrifice. So what was it that you were offering? You wouldn't know. But the devil there, he knows. He comes to take what he... Because there's no altar that does not receive sacrifice. If you go to Hebrew, the word altar is a place of what? Slaughter. So every time you hear altar, you should know that there's a slaughtering going on. So could it be that every time you have sex with somebody who is not your husband or your wife, you are slaughtering something in your life? Because it's an unlawful sexual act. And anytime you break a law in the spirit, you must pay a consequence.
We bring order, we bring fire, we bring light to a dark generation. We bring judgment, we bring justice, we bring truth to a lost generation.